So, how do you like doing this kind of work, handyman work?
Well, it's very rewarding because you get to see your product at its finish,
Yeah.
which is real nice.
And what are some problems you come up against in
Well,
this profession?
There's always things you don't foresee.
Yeah, like what?
Well, like a lot of times you get into old houses, there's plumbing that's old that you have to end up replacing more than you figured. There's construction problems where you find that the framing wasn't done properly, or I mean, there's always something wrong.
There's always something wrong.
Yeah.
But then you have these challenges.
That's always a challenge.
Yeah.
And you become a big problem solver.
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
So how to solve problems without costing a lot of money is a big thing.
Yeah. And what's your favorite things to do?
My favorite things?
Like tile work? What about this tile job in the bathroom? You didn't do it.
Yeah, this tile job is more of a repair job, but I enjoy doing things like that because when I'm done, it does solve the problems of something that was done incorrectly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what would you say about this tile job that this handyman did before and that you're sort of repairing now?
I would say that it was a good attempt at one of his first jobs, but experience helps a lot in knowing how to do it right. Like pulling up the thresholds before you put the tile down, so that when you put the threshold back, it looks like it was made for it.
Yeah.
And knowing how to make your cuts so that like in this case, so you don't cut the tile so in an area where you're going to have water. You drill it so that you don't have water seeping through, because you can never grout anything smaller than a 1/16 of an inch. So.
And what are some challenges about being a kind of a single dad?
Finding time to work.
Yeah.
And then trying to find time to play with the kids,
Yeah.
And before you know it, you can't play with them anymore because they're adults, and it's like.
And what about those lymph nodes?
Well, you get all these challenges with medical issues with kids, that even the doctors don't know what they are.
Didn't you say that there's lymph nodes growing out of your daughter's neck?
Well, the lymph glands in her neck, which they leach out poisons in your system, have been swelling each year about this time, and causing her a great deal of pain. It gets about the size of a golf ball.
And the doctor said it's normal?
Yeah, her doctor said it was normal, and that it was her way of fighting off bugs, diseases, etc. And I've come to find out that that's not the case. In the years that I've noticed it, what's actually happened is that right at Halloween, when she gets the chocolate candies and all this stuff, starts eating them every day, that's when this thing starts popping up.
So she might be allergic or something?
Well, I don't think she's allergic, but I don't give them any sugar.
Yeah.
I don't do processed sugars of any kind.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, as soon as I took her off the candy and got rid of all of it, and within a week, the lump is down to a manageable size. It's about the size of a little marble now instead of a golf ball. And the hard thing is trying to tell a 9-year-old that she can't eat candy.
And what does she say?
Well, after a couple of years of having this come up, she's okay with not having it anymore.
Yeah, she'd rather have the candy than the golf ball?
She'd rather have not have the candy than have that big lump on the side of her neck that hurts.